Hi, everyone. Winn Claybaugh here. Welcome to our 2021 Midway Fireburner. Can you believe we're already halfway through our 2021 fundraising campaign? And this is the time to find out where you stand. Are you on track to reach your goals? Statistically, we know that most schools raise more money during the second half of our fundraising campaign than during the first. And that's really good news because our first half has already been amazing throughout the country. And you're going to hear more about that in a little bit. But before we dive into all of that, I want to send some love and share an update about our schools in the areas where hurricanes, tornadoes, and floods have taken place. Our schools in Shreveport, Louisiana, and Alabama have not been impacted, but the cities of Baton Rouge and Metairie in the New Orleans area were hit hard by the storm. We don't know the extent of the damage to our two schools there, but we do know that some team members and future professionals have experienced major damage and loss. The same is true in New York and New Jersey. Parisian Beauty Academy had some flooding in their basement, and we've heard from team members at Palmetto School in New York City whose homes have been flooded. It's times like these where people wonder how they can help. And I want you to know that you have already helped and are helping right now through our fundraising campaign. Thanks to all of you, the Professional Beauty Association, known as the PBA Disaster Relief Fund, is ready and able to provide grants to Paul Mitchell and non-Paul Mitchell individuals who experience loss or damage from natural disasters. We started this 16 years ago when we raised and donated $57,000 to help hairdressers affected by Hurricane Katrina, and we haven't stopped. We've made sure that PBA Disaster Relief Fund has money on hand to provide funds at a moment's notice, and we're sending information and applications to help our team members, future professionals, and beauty industry friends. You can be very proud to know that your fundraising will absolutely make a difference right now. Now, let's welcome our very special co-host for today's Fireburner, Cedric King, who joined the military in 1995 and rose to a position of leadership in the elite Army Rangers on a reconnaissance mission during his second tour in Afghanistan in 2012. He suffered life-altering injuries from an IED, an improvised explosive device, including permanent loss to parts of his right arm and hand and the amputation of both legs. With unbelievable determination, Cedric has rebuilt his life. He's a frequent speaker at our Paul Mitchell schools and major events where he inspires and motivates all of us to see the possibilities in our own lives. He has become such a dear, dear friend of mine. I love this man. Please welcome our good friend, Cedric King.
So excited to be here. Thank you so much, Winn. Thank you so much, and congratulations to everybody that's putting in all the hard work.
Well, Cedric, first of all, thanks for doing this, because this was at a moment's request here, and you always say yes, and that's one of the things that I love most about you. In addition to the fact that you inspire me, what was it? Just months later, after leaving the hospital, you ran the Boston Marathon. Isn't that true, Cedric?
Yeah. So about 21 months after the blast, I lost both my legs in July of 2012, and in April of 2014, I finished the Boston Marathon. It's a mindset. It's a mindset, though, Winn.
Well, you inspire me. You also inspire my daughter. She loves the fact that you have, how many sets of legs do you own, Cedric?
Well, now since COVID is kicked off, I got about 7 pair now, maybe 7 pair of legs. My wife is pissed because she's looking at legs all around the room. She says another pair, and I'll be like a spider. You can call me Spider-Man now, Peter Parker.
That's amazing. Yeah, and just the messages that you deliver to our future professionals across the country, and you've been doing that for years now. But the fact that you represent the Gary Sinise Foundation, one of our incredible organizations, nonprofits that our schools have been supporting for many, many years. And Cedric, can you just take a minute to tell everyone what the fundraising campaign means to you personally and to the Gary Sinise Foundation?
Absolutely, absolutely. So at the Gary Sinise Foundation, I was so fortunate to even be a part of the foundation. What a lot of people don't know, Winn, is that Gary actually comes to the military hospitals in San Diego, in San Antonio, and in Bethesda, Maryland. And just so happens, that's where the military had sent me. They'd sent me to Bethesda, Maryland. And sure enough, in comes Gary. And I meet him, and it was just the greatest thing. I never thought it would go any further than that. But as fate would have it, I would continue to run across Gary from, events, and I would see him from, time to time. And he had mentioned to me about a smart home. He mentioned a smart home. And at the time, we had a house already. I was living right outside of the Army base at Fort Bragg. We still kept our house there. And he was like, no. I'm talking about a house that fits your needs, though. He said, Cedric, you don't have any legs right now, and it's going to be hard for you to get up and down those stairs. And it might be hard for you to play with the kids out in the yard. And wouldn't you like to have something that fits your new normal? I was like, yeah, it fit pretty good. But when I didn't have any clue that this wasn't going to just give me a better quality of life, but it would hit all facets of my life. We sold everything. Gary said, hey, I want you to give away everything. I want you to give away the silverware. I want you to give away the plates. I want you to give away the microwave. I want you to give away everything to anybody. Don't sell it. Give it away. We're giving you not just a home, but everything inside the home. You can bring only what you really need. So it wasn't just I got blessed. When everybody in our neighborhood, people from other towns were just coming over. It wasn't a yard sale. It was a yard giveaway. We gave away couches. We gave away TVs, everything. And that's just a testament to what the foundation does for the veteran, but to everybody that's in relationship with the veteran. It's an amazing thing. Here's the last thing I'll leave you with. That Gary understood that it was more than just blessing me and my family. He wanted to make sure that we got put into areas where our family were going to be safe. My daughters were going to go to the best schools. There were going to be accessible places in the community to be able to help me and to be able to, meet people in the community that I needed to know. And all of that was afforded to me. So just what you do is more than just a house. I grew up in poverty. Grew up and it was just me and my mom in poverty. And every generation prior to me grew up in poverty. And now this has changed the entire dynamic of our lineage. Every generation after me will be in a better place because of what you guys do and because of what God has done in our life.
Wow. Well, again, the honor that we have in our Palm Mitchell schools to support the Gary Sinise Foundation so that we are right there to support people such as yourself, first responders. We certainly can't ignore what's happening in Afghanistan right now. And I know that you are very, very active. And if we can play a small role in boosting you up and providing the love and support that you need through all of this, it's truly an honor, Cedric. And we love you for the man that you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Please pray for the folks in Afghanistan. It's heartbreaking. It really is.
Well, thank you, Cedric. And but this Fireburner, you guys, this is a time where we get to share the victories. What you're doing right now in support of the Gary Sinise Foundation with PBA Disaster Relief Fund. This morning, as we're recording this morning, I'm in contact with our schools who are impacted, and we're absolutely making a difference there. But the other charities and nonprofits that need the work, that need the funds, that need the awareness that our schools create, because when people come in and they see that there's a bake sale going on or they see something else going on, they start asking questions. Well, who is this organization, No Limits? Who are these people from Children's Miracle Network hospitals? What do you mean you're building clean water wells through Thirst Project? with all the organizations that we support, we're creating awareness, and not just money, but awareness. And that is so huge. So, Cedric, let's start sharing victories, starting with an update on our first 100 contest. You guys get this. We have 92 confirmed winners so far, raising over $276,000 from this one contest alone.
That is amazing. That's amazing. Listen, first of all, congratulations to everyone on doing such a great job. Look, that just leaves only 8 spots left for future professionals, team members, national educators, and alumni to join us at the 2021 Gala in Beverly Hills. Let's go. Let's go.
And you're going to be there. Wait, aren't you running a marathon in Boston again and then jumping on the plane to be there at the Beverly Hills event?
Thank you for reminding me of that, Winn. Yes. The day before the gala, I'll be in Boston running my 8th Boston Marathon.
Amazing.
You know, we talked about the first one that I ran back in 2014, and this one in 2021 will be my 7th or 8th one. So big shout out to you guys for I will be there. I will be there in person, but I will be pretty tired. But I will be laughing and in good spirits because of this man right here.
It's okay. Listen, I'm going to be running the marathon with you. No, I'm not. You guys remember, the first 100 people to raise $3,000 individually will join us at the gala in Beverly Hills, followed by a day of hands-on education with 3 amazing educators. First, Fern the Barber Andong was just named, you guys, he was just named as a top 15 finalist in Behind the Chair's One Shot Hair Awards. Celebrity makeup artist Deborah Dietrich, she is traveling to schools with her trending tour airbrush classes to help with your fundraising. And get this, Ruth Roach, you're going to have a hands-on class with this amazing woman. Just last week, she was just named Master Hairstylist of the Year by the North American Hairstyling Awards. The opportunity to learn in person from these remarkable educators. And of course, they've all donated their time. Nobody's getting paid, but this is what's happening. So if you want to have one of those last 8 spots, let us know when you reach your goal.
Yeah, that is incredible. Hey, keep collecting those donations. And we're going to see you October the 12th in Beverly Hills. Thank you so much.
Now, but first, let's talk about some victories here. We have 5 more weeks of fundraising. And one of my favorite things about this campaign is the way our schools connect with our charity partners. So last year, when Palm to the School Las Vegas welcomed a group of No Limits students to their school, one of their amazing students announced that she dreams of becoming a hairstylist someday. And so, of course, our beautiful Las Vegas school immediately offered her, oh my gosh, I'm emotional talking about this. They immediately offered her a scholarship when she's ready to attend. Her dream is getting closer. She's a high school sophomore now. And next week, she's going to tour the Palm Mitchell School there in Las Vegas and spend time learning some hair tips. Our partnership with Kathy Buckley and Michelle Christie from No Limits and all of the charities goes way beyond our fundraising campaign. We get to help make dreams come true.
So Palm Mitchell School Temecula raised $3,500 from a braiding class by Master Barber and Paul Mitchell educator Nike Blount. 35 future professionals gained a greater understanding of the texture formation chart certification in 3 types of braids. The event was such a hit. Get this. The event was such a hit that Nike will be back for a second class this month. Get excited, everybody.
I love Nike and the fact that our future professionals are learning from incredible educators such as Nike, and at the same time we're raising money. So here's more. Palm to the School in Portsmouth has raised almost $9,000, and they're looking forward to 2 upcoming events. First, their design team will offer face painting, mini braids, branded merchandise, and a spin the wheel table at their town's Market Square Day. Then They're going to have an all-day cut-a-thon, and I'm sure we're going to expect big, big results from this little school in this incredible little town that's raising a ton of money.
Winn, that's incredible. That's incredible. But I got one to tell you about this. 2 of our Ohio schools reported some great victories just this week. Paul Mitchell School Toledo raised $6,875. $6,875, Winn. And Paul Mitchell School in Cincinnati has raised $3,252. This is incredible. They're looking forward to this month's bake sales, car washes, vendor day, and get this, princess parties, along with classes by Tammy Taylor Nails, Express Extensions, and Edgar Renee Skin. That's amazing. Shout out to Ohio.
Well, speaking of educators, Phil Wood, who we recently highlighted in our social media because of the wonderful work that he does and the man that he is, has raised over $14,000 from his color classes so far. He's been to 11 of our schools and has 6 more coming up. So I have no doubt that he's going to reach his goal of raising $20,000. And we're just so, so grateful to all of our vendors and to all of our educators for their support.
Hey, thanks so much to Phil. Everybody knows how I feel about Texas. Now, Winn, I'm going to take you down and I'm going to introduce you to 2 people that I love very much. Miss Audra and Todd Wise created a fun incentive for 2 nearby schools. The first 6 future professionals from Paul Mitchell the School Houston and Paul Mitchell the School Clear Lake, who raised $200 each, will attend our hands-on color class at Color Pop Salon. With more than 20 years in the industry, Audra is a Paul Mitchell School national educator. She's a platform artist, a bright pink ambassador who generously shares her time and talent with the next generation of future professionals. Thanks so much, Audra.
Oh, I love Audra and Todd, and everybody there in the Houston area. Congratulations. And you guys see, fundraising is not just for you, because salons and businesses in your community are just waiting for opportunities like this. You're giving them the gift of being able to give back. When you ask salons, when you ask your local businesses in your area, will you donate? Will you give back? Will you help us raise money? They are looking for this opportunity to make a difference and to give back. So just please reach out. You only get what you ask for. So reach out, because you never know who wants to play until you ask.
Hey, listen, now Winn, this school is very special to me, okay? Paul Mitchell School, Colorado Springs. I had a great time with them, Winn. They treated me like royalty. We laughed so hard. Paul Mitchell School at Colorado Springs has raised $6,000 with successful small events. These aren't big things, it's small events and fundraising over this summer. Their biggest event was Liberty Elmer's popular lash class. But the most exciting event, now get this is a great story right here. Their biggest event was a barbecue that was interrupted when the fire alarm went off. Now, that's usually where the story ends at for most of these stories. But everyone at the barbecue had to wait outside until the fire chief came, and he had to go and check out the smoke detector. It turns out that they had so much barbecue and it was creating so much smoke that they had to evacuate the place, Winn. And just like that, they have so many more events planned. And here's hoping that they'll be successful and smoke-free for the next event.
Isn't that hilarious?
It's a great story.
Cedric, nothing stops us. No, give us hurricanes, give us flooding, give us smoke alarms going off. We're going to raise money. Get out of our way. We're on a mission here. Here's another good example of that. So after being closed for some time during some flooding and rebuilding that happened prior to the hurricane, our Paul Mitchell School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, they recently reopened. And in the few weeks that they were back, they were on a strong mission to create many fundraising events, and they wouldn't let anything stop them. So with Hurricane Ida headed their way, just get this, they squeezed in another fundraising events before they all had to evacuate. And this dedicated team still held a wonderful princess party last Saturday, then hurried home, packed their bags to evacuate, but they were still raising money.
You mean that this was during, they knew that the hurricane was heading that way and they still found a way to get the job done?
Yes. Yes, they did.
That's crazy. Hey, get this. So as a new school, I know we have a lot of new schools, but as a new school with a small but growing enrollment, Paul Mitchell the School, New York City, I said, has raised $7,723 with a team of only 23 professionals, man. That's incredible. Some of their successful events include Little Royals Party, a Dolce Lash class, the one event, and first 100 winners with lots more on the calendar. I can't wait to hear about what they're going to do.
For our Midway Fireburner, we have a tradition of recognizing the top 10 schools at the halfway point. And I've been saying this for weeks, but there's just something incredible about what's happening this year with our fundraising campaign. Our generous sponsors have donated the greatest amount ever toward our gala and our day of education, the most ever in 18 years. And also our schools have chosen more local charities to support than any other year. And it looks like this year we'll have more first 100 winners than any other year. Again, there's something magical this year happening. And combined with the top 10 totals we're about to share, again, I just think that this is going to be the best year ever. So Cedric, are you ready for this?
Man, let's do it, Winn. Hey, coming in at number 10, I love this school. If anybody says anything bad about this school, I'll put up my dukes. I love this school. Paul Mitchell the School, Honolulu, raised $18,029. Yeah. Come on, man. You got to get excited about that.
Okay, you guys, in 9th place so far in our midway through the fundraising campaign, raising $19,123. Paul Mitchell the School, Memphis.
Okay, Winn. All right, that's number 9. Now look, check out number 8 though. Paul Mitchell School, Lombard is coming in at number 8. They hit a mark of $21,000. What? Hey, I had a ball with them. Hey, I love you guys out at Lombard. Please continue laughing because y'all crack me up. I love them.
Well, get this. Our number 7 spot in our midway with our fundraising campaign, raising $22,463. Of course, Parisian Beauty Academy.
Well, coming in at number 6 with $23,495. It's Paul Mitchell the School, Napa. Make some noise. Shout out to you guys.
Oh, Cedric, I love you. Okay, so our number 5 school, they actually want to keep their total a secret, which we get that. That's okay. They're in heavy competition here. But get this, coming in at number 5, Paul Mitchell the School, Columbia in South Carolina.
Ooh, okay, all right. At number 4, now we're in the home stretch, baby. Here we go. Shout out to this school. They're the first school that I ever spoke at, ever. And this school means a lot to me because they really showed me what this culture is all about. They're coming in at the number 4 spot with $25,473. It's Paul Mitchell the School, Rudy and Kelly Academy.
Okay, coming in at number 3, raising $29,014. Paul Mitchell the School in Salt Lake City.
Coming in at the number 2 spot, a school that means so much to me. We had great times and we're going to have even more times. This school is headed by the one and only Winn Claybaugh. Where you at, Winn?
I'm right here.
They raised $30,000. Paul Mitchell, the school at Costa Mesa.
You guys, year after year, our first place school just keeps proving that you can be a big fundraiser, even if you live in a small city with only a population of 56,000 people. This, Cedric, I'm going to let you share it because it's incredible.
Look, hey, this school right here, I'm going to tell you a little story. This school is so on point. They had a line down the block, around the corner with signs. It took me a quarter mile just to walk in there. They had students from here to Timbuktu clapping and with signs. So I know that they are all about it. Coming in at number one with raising $32,065. They're taking the number one spot. It's Paul Mitchell School, Richland. Congratulations to our top 10 schools and all of your amazing work for these past 5 weeks. I salute you with all the dedication. God bless you. Winn, what you got, man?
Well, every school still has time to make it to the top 20 and win an incredible artist or educator for your school. Our schools always report that they, again, raise more money in the second half of fundraising. So now's the time to really get busy. If your walls could use a little bit more decking, now's the time to do it. It's not too late. And by the way, a lot of you wrote in this week asking for the best ways to reach your goal. And my answer is always going to be the same. If you haven't held a one event, please start planning one today.
Well, hey, you know what, Winn? There's a lot of ways that you can do this, and we got tips. And these are schools that I believe that are doing amazing things. See, check out what the school of Knoxville did. They raised $4,000 for their one event, and Paul Mitchell, the school Nashville, raised $7,500 in just 1 hour. Winn, in 1 hour, they raised $7,500 with that kind of fundraising. Winn, I'm not sure if they might be on the list pretty soon, man.
Well, Paul Mitchell, the school Sherman Oaks raised $4,495 with their launch party and their one event. They welcomed Kathy Buckley, who came into the school from No Limits, and representatives from their other local charity. That gave them a big head start toward their current total of $6,629. They're looking forward to a class with Liberty Elmer, a garage sale, a fashion show at their local charity. And one of their favorite fundraisers happened when one of their current learning leaders, Caesar, who I love this guy, teamed up with the Barbering Future Professionals to make and sell acid wash t-shirts. And so they raised money doing that.
Man, that's so crazy. Hey, let me tell you this. Paul Mitchell School St. George raised $9,070 at their one event, bringing their total to $14,120 so far. Co-directors Cedric King gives a lot of credit to their generous community, and that's really what it takes. You're not going to just do this without the community that you're in. But they donated funds through raffle prizes, and they kept that energy so high, which enables them to raise a lot of money. She also says that the camaraderie from the fundraising has brought everyone together after a rough year, and everybody can contest that this past year has been really rough. But these fundraising events is more than just making money. It sounds like it's also a camaraderie event. You can bring people back together again. So, hey, thank you so much for all that you guys do and showing everyone the way.
Yeah, I think we're at a time in life where even though we might be struggling ourselves, even though we're having a difficult time getting out of bed in the morning, even though some people might have a difficult time paying their own rent, for some reason, this is the time when people want to give back. I'm not meeting my own needs because of what I'm struggling with. That's the sentiment that people have, but I need to make a difference. I need to give back. And that's why you guys, this year's fundraising campaign is just so on point, just so powerful. So Cedric, on that beautiful note, do you have a final message for our schools?
Yeah, I absolutely do, Winn. Number one, if this season has felt like it was just too much, and I imagine we've all been there, just know this: That is the one moment where, just like Winn said, you have to reach out and give to someone else. When you're in need, and you're feeling low, the best way to get out of it is being a light, being a laugh, being a hug for someone else. That is the one thing that can pull you out of where you are the fastest. And trust me, I know I've had a lot of low days, and the quickest way out was blessing someone else. Thanks so much for allowing me even be a part of this, man.
Wow. Well, thank you, Cedric. And now, before we wrap things up, you guys, please keep sharing your photos and your victories. Send them often. Let us know what's happening in your schools with fundraising. You can send them to nancy@winnclaybaugh.com so that we can share them in our photo albums, our YouTube channel, our e-blasts and social media, and of course, in our last 2 Fireburners.
Hey, listen, Winn, I love seeing the posts on social media. And hey, this is just a little word to the wise. Don't be a stranger. Share what you got going on social media. Some of us feel like when you share stuff on social media, it's not good enough. But that's exactly what people need to hear, need to see to get through these seasons. Please, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you got, share it. Social media is a powerful way to let people know exactly what you're doing and a chance to give too. This is a chance for other people to give. If you haven't been posting very much, it's okay, but it's never too late. And make sure you tag me or Winn or whoever in your post. It's so powerful. It generates a lot of momentum. Thanks so much.
Most important, make sure you include the fundraising hashtag and donation link on your social media posts. The hashtag is PMTSGives21, and the donation link is right there on your screen, you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each and every one of you for your creativity and your commitment to making a difference in the world. You guys, again, there's a lot of heartache. There's a lot of things that we could choose to focus on. There's heartache within our own community as our schools recover from the storms and the hurricanes. And this is the time where we sell hope. When you do something, when you get involved, when you raise money, when you send your heart out, you send your funds out, that provides hope. And people need hope right now. And I'm so proud to be part of something so magical. You guys, you're on fire. Just keep up the great work. And Cedric, you're hilarious. I love you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, no problem, Winn. And hey, just want to thank everybody for all their hard work. I know it may feel like it's not, doing anything, $10 here, $5 here, but every little bit helps. And I thank you. I thank you.
You guys,
and I will see you, and I will see you soon. I will see you soon.
Well, that's how we've raised over $22 million. It's not been from big donations. You guys, it's from $5, $10 donations that has so far added up to over $22 million. So just keep it up. And now please keep watching, because I have 2 beautiful stories from our 2021 charity partners at Best Friends and from No Limits. Your fundraising helps make all of this happen. So have a great week. Keep up your amazing fundraising. Share this video with anybody and everybody. And I can't wait to hear your victories. I love you all.
Come on. Here, and I'm here with David Hawkins, who was one of our first students from 1996, and I am going to present him with an award today because he is now going to be directing the plays for this year's student. I loved working with you when you were little. You were a ham, you gotta admit it.
I have to die. What?
Theater is so important for the kids. It's giving me confidence to be able to speak in front of people and then actually build friendship that last forever. I even have friends from 1996
Listen, Paul Mitchell, I just got to tell you, David would not have had this opportunity growing up to be able to have speech and language, graduate from college. And because of you, David is now coming back, taking care of the little one. And it's going to be a phenomenal summer. Because these kids, 9 times out of 10, have not met another deaf child. They're always the one who's alone. And now they're going to be surrounded by their own peers. It's going to be awesome. So I just want to say thank you. David?
Thank you, Paul Mitchell. This is an amazing award.